Okay, Demaria, so today we're going to do an activity that deals with persuasive writing. Okay, so what can you tell me about persuasive writing? What do you know about persuasive writing?
It really deals with a whole lot of like you gotta make sure you're careful with it.
Okay, and what are you trying to do when you do persuasive writing? What's the goal?
No mistakes.
Okay, and basically the goal, when you're doing persuasive writing, you're trying to convince your readers.
Oh yeah,
You're trying to be very convincing and trying to get them to see things through your point of view, right?
Yeah, with a lot of detail.
Yes, you add a lot of detail, and it's very, very important when you do persuasive writing to think about who your readers are going to be. Think about your audience. Are your readers going to be students, close in age to you, or are they going to be adults? Have you ever heard of the term loaded words? Okay, when we do persuasive writing, we like to use a lot of loaded words. Okay. Yeah, and I'm going to go into a little bit of detail and explain exactly what the loaded words are. When we give reasons for our arguments in persuasive writing, we need to think about the ideas, but we also need to think about the words we use. Certain words can help our readers to feel positive or negative about an idea. Okay? So, like, let's say we're going to write a brochure convincing someone about a certain place that they may want to visit, trying to coax someone into wanting to go to a certain location. What kind of words could we use?
Fun.
Okay.
Adventurous.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Good.
Enjoying.
Okay, good. Would we want to use a word like unsafe?
Oh, unsafe. No.
Why not?
Because we want to convince them to go there.
Right. We want to convince the reader that it's a place they might want to visit.
Yeah.
So, think of some other words you could use that are positive.
Enjoyable.
Okay, that's a good one.
What's another word? Adventurous.
Good. Now think of a negative loaded word that you wouldn't want to use.
Unsafe.
Okay, that's good.
Dangerous.
Dangerous. Okay. And again, we call words like this loaded words because they're loaded with potential to generate emotions and feelings. Okay. So in this lesson, you're going to learn about using loaded words to make your writing more persuasive and convincing to your readers. Okay, and again, like I mentioned before, the main thing we want to really keep in mind when we're doing persuasive writing is that the words and arguments that writers use may be quite different depending on who the reader is. Okay, so for example, let's say we have a brochure and we want to persuade someone to visit an amusement park. Okay, we might use words like exciting, wild rides, fastest or highest. Would these words most likely appeal to an adventurous teenager or an older person?
Adventurous teenager.
Yes. Okay. What are some words that we might want to use if we're trying to entice an older person?
Fun.
Okay.
What else would we say? We can say exciting. Beautiful.
Good.
What else? Hot. Probably sunny.
Okay. Those are good words. Also, maybe family friendly.
Oh yeah, family.
Safe.
Time, quality time.
Good. Yeah. Okay. So now, I have a little activity that I'd like us to do together. Okay. We're going to do a loaded word sort. Okay. Because you know that we have positive loaded words and there are negative loaded words. So, a bunch of loaded words right here, and what I'd like you to do is look at the words and then you're going to decide if it's a positive loaded word or a negative loaded word.
Okay.
And you're just going to sort them and put them in the right category. Okay, and you can use this pencil.
Can I cross the words out?
Yes, you sure can.
Feeling really hot, right?
It is warm in this room, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, crowd. And all my native words.
Found them all? Okay, great. Excellent. Okay. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is I'm going to have you read this. It's an article on adopting a pet from a pound as opposed to buying a pet at a pet store. Okay? So we'll read about some advantages of adopting a pet from a pound. Okay. You read it out loud.
Owning a pet from the Pound Animal Rescue League has many advantages. First of all, a child feels good about rescuing an abandoned or abused animal, giving it a whole new life. Besides, if the animals from the pound aren't adopted right away, they might be put to sleep. Having a pet also means lots of responsibilities. A child has to feed, clean up after, brush, and exercise the pet. Another advantage of having a pet from the pound is the price of these cute, cuddly animals. Pets from the pound cost only a few dollars, while pet at Fantasy Pet Store can cost hundreds of dollars. Once you adopt a pet from the Animal Rescue League, it will quickly become a part of your family. If you are thinking of adopting a pet, you might consider choosing a dog or a cat. Dogs and cats can bring lots of happy times to a family, and they can they can be excellent companions. For a person who lives alone or someone who has lost a loved one, dogs are also a wonderful source of protection. Cats are funny, and they may help calm people down when they are sad or mad. Please consider adopting an animal if you remember all of the advantages of adopting a pet from the pound. You might find the bird, mouse, hamster, dog, or cat of your choice.
Okay, excellent reading. So now what are your thoughts on this?
The advantages,
Mm-hmm.
like if they're true or not.
Do you agree with the person who wrote this piece?
Yeah,
Do you feel that she had some valid points as far as why you should adopt a
yeah,
pet?
because the dog is like your best friend.
Okay. Um, you did a great job reading. Now, the author of this actually used a lot of loaded words, positive loaded words. We're going to do a little search now. I'm going to give you a highlighter, and any loaded words that you come to, just highlight. Okay?
What do you mean, like
The
happy,
loaded words like happy,
great?
advantages,
Okay. So like a big word.
the loaded words that we
So
discussed.
just nice words, right? Okay.
Yes. Positive loaded words.
I could do the same words twice.
Yes, you sure may. Found quite a few. Good job. Okay, so now I'm going to tell you, next week we are going to do some persuasive writing. You're going to be doing a lot of persuasive writing in Mr. Guerrero's class. And so we have some options, some persuasive essay options, and I want to go over them with you so that on Monday you can decide which option you want to write on, okay? So one of the options that you could choose to do a persuasive essay on is an advertisement. You would write an advertisement that might appeal in a travel brochure to entice people to visit a particular place. This could be a state, country, museum, water park, or other attraction. And I know, Demarius, you love to travel, so I was thinking that might be a choice you might want to go with. Another option is you could write a letter to persuade your parent to buy you something you've been wanting, such as a pet or a video game. Something you've been wanting for a long time. Okay? Another idea you could write about is a convincing letter to the principal to ask for something that you would like to see happen at this school. Okay? Such as like more field trips, assemblies, maybe better food in the cafeteria. Or you could choose to write a persuasive paper on the topic of your choice. So, with all this in mind, and I know how much you enjoy writing, do you have any thoughts on which one you might prefer to write about?
Travel.
About traveling, I thought so. And which country or place would you like to persuade people to travel to?
California.
Okay. Oh, that'll make for a great paper. So that's what we're going to work on Monday, okay? Okay.